Severe thunderstorms to continue impacting large parts of Australia in the coming days, particularly southeast Queensland and northeast New South Wales. Looking at our thunderstorm map today, storms are possible in every state and territory today except for Tasmania, with our focus being around the NT, SA and WA border where severe thunderstorms are possible there, and also through parts of southeast Queensland and northeast New South Wales where we've seen severe storms over the last few days. Now, looking at some of those storms, they brought destructive winds to a few locations through central and northern Australia. Woomera in South Australia observed 156 km/h wind gust. That's well and truly destructive winds. And also around the Julia Creek area in Queensland also saw a wind gust of 146 km/h. And unfortunately, these wind gusts brought damage to both locations. And that's just a sign of how intense some of these storms could be in the coming days. We also saw quite a bit of rainfall as well with those storms. But let's focus in on today's thunderstorm area, where we could see widespread thunderstorms across much of southeastern Australia, but the most likely severe storms are in southeast Queensland and northeast New South Wales, with large hail, damaging winds and heavy rainfall. But our focus really increases there as we move into Wednesday. While things clear out through parts of South Australia and Victoria, our focus shifts to eastern New South Wales and much of southeastern Queensland, where we're likely to see another round of severe thunderstorms. And some of these could be dangerous, leading to flash flooding that could lead to inundation of homes, properties and businesses. Damage to cars and property, as damaging to destructive winds are possible with these storms. And they could also bring down trees and power lines, causing power outages. So if you live in southeast Queensland and northeast New South Wales, and particularly this red highlighted area, or know someone that does, make sure you stay up to date with the latest forecast and warnings issued tomorrow afternoon and evening, and track the storms on radar. So let's have a look at this in a broad sense. So going through today, you can see where those storm areas will occur across New South Wales, much of Victoria, could see a storm in Melbourne there. Also some intense storms west of Alice Springs and across our tropical north. But it is once we get into tomorrow, you'll notice a much larger area of storm activity developing across eastern New South Wales and southeast Queensland. And some of these could be dangerous, as you saw earlier, with large hail, damaging to destructive winds and very heavy rainfall that could lead to flash flooding. And then we could also see storms again through Thursday and Friday, but likely to be a bit more isolated. Now, all these storms are also likely to bring widespread rainfall. And with the last few days of 30 to 50 millimetres, we even saw isolated falls of 150 millimetres last night on the Logan River. Additional rainfall in the coming days could exacerbate that flood threat, particularly when storms go over the same area. So watch out for any flash flooding in southeast Queensland and northeast New South Wales in the coming days. So with all this storm weather on the way, make sure to stay up to date with the latest forecasts and warnings via our website, app and social media, and listen to any advice from emergency services.